So something terribly tragic happened this last week. A family I've known for a number of years, one of their sons died in an automobile accident. And this is one of those things that, as we look at the world, as we look at the pain and suffering in it, sometimes it's just all we can do to scratch our heads and say, what gives? What's going on with all of this? I heard very clearly the words in the first reading in the gospel of intercessory prayer. Abraham very vehemently asked God for the people of Sodom to be spared, and we heard he went down from 50 to 45 to 40 to 30 to 20 to 10, and God heard that. And he ended up destroying Sodom because he didn't find the 10, I guess, but he heard the prayer of Abraham. And then in the gospel reading, Jesus is saying pretty explicitly, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open. When we ask for the life of people that we love or for good things, like when we ask for the eggs or the fish, when we know we're not asking for snakes and scorpions, and we don't get it, what do you do with that? What a strange reality. How do you make sense of it all? We hold up figures like St. Monica, for instance, who prayed for years for the conversion of her son, St. Augustine, and as you can tell, that worked. I imagine there are some of you here who pray vehemently for family members and wonder if or when you'll see change in their lives too. What do we do with all of this? We have to have hope. That's the bottom line of all of it. Even though we might be asking for good things and we can't even fathom a reason why any other outcome would be favorable, we have to have hope and we have to have trust that our God actually does love us and does hear us. For instance, as your new pastor, make changes here and there, you may scratch your head and wonder, what is he doing? And I want to let you know that I'm not infallible by any means, but I am trying to do things for your sake and for your benefit, even if it doesn't look like it. I know growing up, I was very lucky. I am very lucky. I have very beautiful and wonderful parents. And when it came to things like religion, I never doubted them about why I was Catholic, because they're sensible, reasonable people. This must be an okay thing that we're doing. And so whenever they would ask me to do things, there was definitely moments where I did not want to listen to them and did not think that they had the right ideas, but I had to hope because they're in charge of me. So the same is with God, who is infallible, who is not your pastor, who's not your parents, but who is the God who created you and knows you more intimately and better than anybody else ever could. That even in the darkest moments, he's not gone. That there's hope, and that somehow there's life. No matter what you're asking, whether you get it in the ways you want or not, that he hasn't forgotten you.